these are just things that I like having like on hand when I need them, when I'm playing around with my Pandora or doing a video, stuff like that. So that is what I keep in my little white Pandora jewelry box. I have here the medium-sized Pandora jewelry box, and this is the one with a key, which I don't really lock it, so I don't really use that key. I just like having it. So this is what it looks like when you open it up. And I have back here a bunch of my charm bars, which comes in handy when I'm filming a video or just designing my bracelets. And I have a couple of unused bracelets back here, a bunch of silver ones. I will show you here in a second. So I have my iconic silver bracelet, I think this is the Mickey, yeah, this is the Mickey Mouse clasp. This one is just the smooth silver bracelet, and then the other one is my Starry Sky clasp bracelet. So these are just bracelets that are not currently in use. And then I have a couple of my earrings here. Those aren't Pandora, the ones back here. This is the only one that's from Pandora actually. That's my Triple Dazzling Daisies. And then this is where I keep the key. And this is my backup pair of my Starshine, I almost said spacers, Starshine earrings I should say. So there's that, and then I just keep like my little silicone stoppers there. I have a necklace here that's not from Pandora, and then this tray comes out and you will see this little mess that I have here. So I have here some unused bracelets. I will get into that in a little bit. And all of these are either charms, clips, spacers, or actually, do I have spacers? I don't even remember. But I will show you guys here in a second. But these are either not currently in use, or they are my backup or duplicate charms. I know this looks a little crazy, but we'll get to that one by one. I'm gonna start with the bracelets here. So I have this mesh bangle that I have not used. This is actually brand new. And then I have my 14 karat gold barrel clasp bracelet with the sunburst clips, and my backup Starry Sky clasp bracelet. So those are the bracelets that I have here. And then these back here, these are the Lucerne clips, if I could get them. So those are my gold Lucerne clips. I'm waiting to add those to a bracelet. And then I have my heart and crown safety chain here that I took out from my Kingdom Hearts bracelet. And then the rest are the ones in the bag. So I'm not going to take them out of the bag, I'm just going to show you guys. So these are the shiny bow clips. And then I have, what is this? The snowman. I actually have never even used this one. And then I have the love reading dangle. I have the present charm. I have the fairy tale bloom. I have the faith, hope, and love. Very tiny. And then I have here a backup of my snapshot or sentimental snapshot charm. I have a pair of the teal Cosmic Stars clips. Okay, that's it for this row. I have this birthday cake, which is actually for a family member. It's gonna be a present, so I just kept that down here. And then I have my polished lines in Pandora Rose, or the Galaxy one in Pandora Rose. Here the Fleur de Lis, I think is what it's called. And then this one is the It's a Girl bear. And then I have here a pair of the Milky Way Stars clips. And then I have my Dark Enchantment pendant. And that's it for that row. And then I have here the Dainty Bow clips. And let's see, what is this one? Oh, this is the note dangle. It's a music note. And then this one is an extra serene lotus flower. I almost forgot the name. And then this next one is my backup of the two-toned cross petite dangle is what I would call it. And then I have here my backup of the love note, which is one of my favorite dangles. Then I have here my backup again of the ice skate, and another backup of, this is the winter mittens. So those are the charms and clips that I keep in this jewelry box. That's what I keep in these two short jewelry boxes. Now let's move on to my main storage. This is the top of my jewelry box, and you can see through it, and this one flips open. And then you can see right away that I have here my rings, my bracelets, and a couple of necklaces. I won't be going through each and every one of the rings because I do have a video dedicated to these rings, and it's part of my Pandora Stash series. So if you guys want to check those out, I will link them in the description box so you can get a closer look or a detailed look on all of my Pandora rings. But on this side, I have like usually my silver rings, my enamels, and then on this side I have my 14 karat golds, my two-tones, and my Pandora rose there at the back. So I do have like two ring sections on either side of the jewelry box. And then back here I have my Radiant Hearts bangles. So I have here the light blue one, and then I have two of the pink or the light pink Radiant Hearts bangles. And then over here I have my Essence bracelets. I have my silver ones back here, the beaded, and just the plain snake chain. And then on this side I have my Pandora Rose Essence bracelets. And then I have my two Pandora necklaces. Oops, sorry. So I have here the dainty droplets, luminous droplets, sorry. And then I have the Pandora Rose with the Regal Key pendant. So those are the jewelry pieces that I keep on the top section of my jewelry box. Hopefully I'll be able to show you guys this angle properly, but moving on to the first drawer of my jewelry box, this is the pieces that I keep in there. I have here my winter bangle, or my winter theme on an open bangle. One of the first, actually this is the first Pandora bracelet theme that I completed. And then I have my plain open bangle, which I currently do not have charms on. And then I have here my leather bracelet. This is kind of like my Valentine's Day bracelet, actually. I love it. It's very simple, but I love the design on it. And then I have here my little collection of strand bracelets. So I have the the silver and clear CZ, then the pink one, then the Pandora Rose, and then I have here the silver with the golden toned CZs, and my first and only Pandora Shine jewelry. So those are the bracelets that I keep up top. The second drawer is a little chaotic, and if you guys have seen my video last year, my Pandora collection video, you'll know what these mean. But basically they are either updated bracelets or they are mystery bracelets. This one is actually my wedding bracelet, and then this one is my family inspired bracelet, the updated look of it, and then this one is a mystery bracelet that I haven't shared with you guys. So I do apologize for the ones that are currently hidden in this video. But this one here, this is my updated Enchanted Castle bracelet, which I am just so in love with this bracelet. I love it so much. I love everything about it. So that's my first two-tone bracelet actually that I started putting together. And then next to that I have my little Paris bracelet, kind of dainty looking. And then over here I have my Disney princess with all the dress dangles. So like Dangle City over there. And then I have here my personality bracelet, or my Alyssa bracelet. I'm actually trying to see if I could update this one, but I don't have any ideas at the moment. But there might be some charms that I would, or might take out, I should say. But yeah, those are my snake chain bracelets in this drawer. The next drawer really kind of gives me spring and summer vibes because of the themes that's in this drawer. So I have here my Pandora Sisters with a simple design. My Club Charm bracelet, which I recently moved, as I'm filming this at least, to the Starry Sky Clasp bracelet. Then I have my Pixie Hollow bracelet theme, all silver. And then I have my bangle, and this one holds my Tinkerbell charms. And then over here I have my Kingdom Hearts with all of the hearts or heart-themed charms. And then I have my Garden Tea Party, my two-toned silver and Pandora Rose is like the focus of it and pastel colors as well. And then I have my Love Rosie bracelet. Very simple, but I love it so much. It looks so elegant. And those are the bracelets in this drawer. Now the fourth drawer, you know how I said this one gives me spring vibes. This one gives me autumn vibes. And I think that's because of all of these like dark background, I guess you can say. So I decided to move all of my oxidized bracelets, with the exception of one, of course, because my Enchanted Castle bracelet is in the first drawer, but these are all of my other oxidized bracelets or themes. So over here I have my State and City. I really want to update this one, but currently it's on an oxidized bracelet. And then I have this, well, I don't really have a theme for this. I just have two charms on here, so I don't have a name for it or anything, but those are the two pieces that I have on there. And then I have my YouTube Journey bracelet. Love this one because it's such a classic look because of all these silver or retired silver pieces. Very beautiful. Then I have my other YouTube bracelet that I'm currently working on with Lady Liberty hanging out. And then I have here my autumn bracelet. I love this one. Again, I shared this one with you guys this month as well. I thought it was very fitting to share it in October, my favorite month. And then this one is my Hogwarts inspired Pandora bracelet. I love this one. Again, another classic all silver bracelet that I have. So those are my oxidized bracelets. And this last drawer, there's not a whole lot going on here, but again, I have two hidden bracelets. So this one gives me more of like winter vibes, with the exception of this bracelet right here. But I have here my intergalactic bracelet with all the blues, and then my random Pandora bracelet. I have not updated this whatsoever, but it's the same as how I shared it with you guys in the video, I think last week, was it? Then I have two bracelets that have been updated, so I have not shared that with you guys yet. And then I have my other like bangle type bracelets here. I have two patterns of love, the mesh bangle and the fireworks bangle. So nothing too crazy with this. It actually looks a little bit more simple because it doesn't have like the sections like the other bracelet, but those are the pieces that I keep in the last drawer. So that is my entire Pandora collection and what's in my jewelry box. If you guys want to see, like I mentioned earlier, a detailed look or a closer look at some of these jewelry categories, I guess you can say, like the rings, I do have them included in my Pandora Stash series, so you can check those out if you want. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!
Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing how I style and stack all of my Pandora bracelets together. I'm going to be mixing and matching, not only using bracelets from Pandora, but also other brands like London Lynx and Tiffany as well. This is a pretty highly requested video. A lot of you guys want to see how I wear all of these bracelets. It does seem like very excessive since I don't even know how many, I didn't really count prior to this video, but I do have a lot of bracelets in general, so it seems really excessive, but I feel like I can proudly say that I wear the majority, if not all of them, on a pretty frequent basis. Obviously not now, since the quarantine has really I guess restricted us in terms of going out, so I haven't really been playing around with my jewelry during quarantine, but typically I do like to wear jewelry every single time I leave the house, whether that's going to school, going to special occasions, special events, going to work, or whatever the case may be. I always gravitate towards bracelets. I feel like it's my #1 most worn jewelry item. So I just want to show you guys how I would typically style my pieces. So without further ado, let's just jump right into this video. If you guys haven't seen my jewelry collection video, I'll be sure to insert a link in this video, but essentially I talk about where I purchase my storage units. They're all purchased off of Amazon, and I just love how functional they are, and they're also very, very affordable too. So really great. I love how this storage unit, it displays all of my bracelets in a pretty organized and structured way. So without further ado, I'm just going to delve right into this video and show you guys what I have in here. So I feel like I'm just gonna go box by box and show you guys how I usually wear everything. I like these boxes or these cubby holes because I just put all the bracelets that I like to wear together in one hole, so I can literally just go box by box and show you guys. But it might not be extremely as organized as it should have been, so I'll just delve right into it and just stop talking because I think that you guys have had enough of that. Alright, you guys, so starting off in the first section here, I have my London Links. This is the Sweetie bracelet, and there are no charms on this bracelet. I just love wearing it plain on its own. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous standalone statement piece. And what I like to do is layer this with my Tiffany & Co. Return to Tiffany. This is the large link bracelet. It's my all-time favorite Tiffany & Co. piece. It's just, again, a really gorgeous bracelet that I love to wear with my London Links bracelet. And of course, I love to stack all of that with my Pandora Infinity link bracelet. This, I believe, was released a few years ago when they came out with their Mother's Day collection, so I just love wearing all of those together. And of course, I have another bracelet. This is the one that I made on my own, purchasing jewelry components from a wholesaler, and I love wearing all of these pieces together. They're just so gorgeous, and I feel like they go really, really well together, kind of staying with that link type of theme. So that's what I like to do. Moving along into the second compartment, I have all of my everyday jewelry pieces typically stored in here, but of course I am wearing it on my wrist right now. So I do have a video here on my channel where I talk about all of these bracelets, but in a nutshell, I have a couple of Tiffany & Co. I have my Beads and Pave. I have my Pandora. This is the Celestial Stars and Essence bracelets. So all of those together, I just love stacking it like this. And I just think it goes really, really nicely together for an everyday stack. So really, truly love this. I'll be sure to link that everyday bracelet video in this video for your guys' reference if you are interested. I also have my Swarovski bracelet here that I like to wear for weddings and special occasions. Not really something that I reach for on a daily basis, but certainly a really gorgeous piece to have in my collection. And I also have a Tiffany & Co. This is the Dainty Return to Tiffany bracelet. I usually also wear this on an everyday basis on my left hand, or my left wrist rather, but I have since taken it off because my cat Cornelia loves to nibble on it, and I just want to preserve the quality of this bracelet, and so I have since removed it and just placed it in storage for the time being until she gets out of that teething phase, and then I'll be sure to wear it or reintegrate it back into my daily jewelry. So that's everything I have in this little section, and moving along to the next compartment here, I have all of my Pandora Moments bangles. I have 2 mesh bangles and 1 just regular bangle, and I love wearing these all together. So I'm just going to show you guys what they look like. So the first one has a really pretty snowflake detail, and I believe I got this on promotion. It was a free bangle, so really great deal, and I love wearing it with just the regular mesh bangle with a circular clasp. It just has the little Pandora written all around that. And then this piece is a really old bangle that came out years and years and years ago. There's a really gorgeous bow on it, and I'm pretty sure I got it on promotion. And I also have a little up charm on that bangle that I love wearing and stacking all together. I just think that I just love putting bangles together. I don't know what it is. The different textures also make it really unique, so that's why I like to layer those all together. And moving on to the next section here, I have my bedazzled bracelets all put together, and I love wearing this stack when I'm feeling a little bit more like I want to go for a dressier vibe. These bracelets are so pretty. These are 3 of the Radiant Heart bangles, and so I have them in 3 different colors. The first one being a gorgeous baby blue, a pastel violet and a bright fuchsia color, and these are all in the size 1, if any of you guys are wondering. They do fit really nicely, and I wear all of them together, but if I want to add a little bit more of a sparkle to my outfit, I like to pair it with my intertwined bracelet. And this one is in a size 2, so I got it in a larger size so that it sits a little bit lower on the wrist so that it's a little bit more comfortable for stacking purposes. And then if I want even more sparkle, as you can imagine, I would add my brilliant bow bracelet, and this is really pretty with that line of CZs at the very top. And this is just what they kind of all look like stacked together. For the future, I do plan on expanding my Radiant Heart collection, and I'll definitely get more in a bigger size so that I can stack it all together. Here in the next section, I just have pendants that I store in this unit so that they're not like free floating in my collection. And then moving along in the next compartment, I have 2 semi-full Pandora bracelets. Of course, I have my graduate school bracelet. I do have a full video here on my channel detailing all of the specific charms I have, which I will definitely link for you guys. But I really do like my graduate school bracelet. It's one of my most worn Pandora bracelets of all time, and I like to stack it with my family bracelet, which I'll be showing you guys later on. But this is just really quickly what it looks like, a brief overview of my graduate school bracelet. I have a lot of travel charms, a lot of New York charms, and reach for goals charm, like the dream catcher and all of that. And this bracelet here that I like to stack it with is, again, my family charm. I have a lot of really meaningful pieces on here that symbolize friendship, family, sisterhood, and all of that good stuff. So this is just what it looks like all stacked together. It does seem like a lot, but I just love, showcasing all of these different charms because they are so significant and meaningful to me. So I like pairing those together. And here I have my Reflections bracelet. I love this piece so much, and I have one charm that I have on it. I don't plan on adding any charms because I just love how simplistic the Reflections bracelet looks on its own, and I do like to pair it with my Michael Kors bracelet. It goes really well together. They're both really bedazzled pieces, so I do tend to wear these pieces more on special occasions, and it just looks very glamorous, I would say. So love those. In the next section here, I have all of my open bangles. So I have, first off, my two-toned bangle that I like to wear with my two-tone watch, sometimes as a standalone piece, but more often than not, I like to stack it with my other open bangles. So I have 2 open bangles. But I do like to wear them together. This one has the bedazzled end caps. Really, really pretty pieces. I just love, love, love bangles because they're just so easy to slip on and take off, I would say. And then here I have another bangle that I recently acquired from my Thanksgiving haul during their 30% off online promotion. And I haven't really had the chance to wear it yet, but I envision myself wearing it in this stack. Moving along, in the next compartment here, I have a lot of my just standalone Pandora Moments bracelet that have no charms on them. And I have quite a collection here because I do sometimes like to wear the plain Pandora Moments bracelet with a stack that I have already preemptively, set up, all the stacks that I've showed you. So for example, the sliding bracelet I like to wear with my bangles, and I have 2 additional cubic zirconia CZ heart clasp bracelets, and I have a really gorgeous barrel clasp and Pandora rose pink bracelet as well. So I just love all of these. Sometimes I do just wear a bunch of them together, just the plain ones in an arm candy stack, but more often than not, I would take one of them and add it to the pre-existing stacks that I have showed you. So that's that. In the next compartment, I have the projects that I'm working on. So for instance, this bracelet is my blue themed bracelet. I really want to add additional charms to this. And so that's what I have. I'm working on that. And then this bracelet here is my Pandora Rose bracelet that I'm also working on. I want to add additional charms to it, but of course Pandora Rose is just so expensive, so I'm always just on lookout for sales. And then here I have this bracelet I like to wear just plain on its own, not stacked with any additional pieces. This is my very first Pandora bracelet, and it's more of like an aesthetic piece for me. I have that pink magnolia charm with the Murano beads as a centerpiece, which is really pretty, and a lot of them are just extremely decked out with cubic zirconias, so it is more of a piece that I would wear for like a fancier occasion, not something that I would wear too frequently as a day-to-day, but really still enjoy wearing that all the time when I do have those like nicer occasions and places to go to. Okay, you guys, so these are the last two bracelets that I have, and these are my two leathers. So the first one is this double wrap one in this gorgeous pastel blue color. You guys, I'm telling you, this is my favorite color at the moment, and I just have it with the traditional circular sphere clasp. And then my next leather bracelet is in that black color, and I have all of these charms. This is what I consider to be my boyfriend bracelet, because most of these charms John purchased for me for like my birthday or a special occasion, so they are significantly meaningful, and I like to wear both of them together. They're just so different. I feel like not a lot of people wear leathers nowadays, so it just adds a little bit of edge to an outfit, and it's just unique overall, I think. So love those two pieces, and yeah, that is everything for my bracelet collection. I hope you guys enjoyed tuning into this video and watching, learning how I personally stack and style all of these pieces together. And as always, if you guys enjoyed watching this video, please do not forget to comment, like, subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you join this platform, and until then, I will see you guys all in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
By you guys right now. I think it's my top most requested video. I got my most requested video out of it, which was a room tour. I did that not that long ago. It's funny because my room is like 360 different than it was, and that video was only like 2 months old. But my next most requested video was a jewelry collection, which I thought was kind of weird until I was like, duh, you're a fashion channel. Like, of course people were gonna request that. I don't know why it didn't click, but I didn't do this video for the longest time. I kept putting it off and putting it off. I stole I stole my mom's all of her jewelry organizers because I didn't like mine anymore. So yeah, thanks mom. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what I was gonna say by saying I don't know, but yeah, here we go. Here is the jewelry collection. I decided I would give you an overview of everything and only talk about like a few of my top, newest, or favorite pieces. The first accessory that I'm going to talk about is rings. My number one ring that I'm always wearing are these two right here. I practically don't take them off. Like, I shower with these babies on, I sleep with them. I don't take these off. Like, they never come off. So they look like Cartier rings. They are not. I got 2 new ones for Christmas. I definitely do have to update these a lot because they do. I like the gold ones, so they turn. I get mine on Amazon. I will link them below for you guys. They're very easy to find. I get them for like less than $20, but it's really easy if you just type in like gold love ring on Amazon. Like, a bunch of them come up. Like, they're literally everywhere. But they also have the earrings and the bracelets on Amazon too, which I do also have. So yeah, these are my everyday rings. Typically, like, these are what my hands look like. I don't wear too many rings compared to as I used to. It's either this or like I'll put like a little fake little wedding ring on it. This one tends to be my favorite. Now, none of these are real. I always see so many comments, like, if I do post it, people like freaking out. Like, these are not real diamonds. Like, these rings, I tend to get them at Nordstrom's. They're all under $30. So I have this really big rectangular rock, and I typically, it's actually too big. It's the only one that's too big for this finger. I still wear it there sometimes, but a lot of times I'll just put it, like, I'll stack it on top in the middle like that. But yeah, every time I wear this, people always ask me if I'm engaged, and I'm like, yeah, his name's Justin. He kind of already has like another wife, but we're working through it. Now I guess I'll just move on to earrings. I tend to go through earring phases where I'll like a specific type of earring and I'll wear that earring every day for like a month, and then I'll get a new earring trend and I'll wear that. So I'm always changing up my earring. Earrings are very fun. I like to layer them. I used to have a lot more piercings than I do now, so now I can only do 2 earrings because I have
my 2 bottom holes pierced. I used to have like my middles pierced here, but I vlogged me getting pierced like 3 times and they always close. I just decided to give up on that dream and now I'm just stuck with these 2 bottom ones here. But I try to have as much fun as I can and wear like ear cuffs and things like that to like, if I want more going on, you know? So first for hoops, obviously I have like a ton of regular hoops, like your big, you know, skinny hoops. Like I mentioned before, I have my little Cartier hoops from Amazon. They have little rhinestones on them. So then I have these not from Amazon, Dior earrings. These are actually my mom's. My dad got them for her birthday. And then obviously besides hoops and stuff, I will layer with studs like this. I have like a hoop layered with a little rhinestone stud. So my favorite studs are obviously my 2 designer studs. I have this little Chanel CC. It's like a CC and then it says Chanel in the middle. I doubt you guys can see that, but let's see. They're an exact match for this. You cannot even see that. There's a Chanel necklace back there, but they're a matching set. And then these little gold Jadeite studs that I got for my birthday when I was in Italy, and I cherish these so much. For pearl earrings, I have a few that are pretty cool. I have these, which are very Gucci inspired. You know how everybody's doing bugs these days? I don't know what's up with the whole bug trend, but I kind of like it. So I have these earrings. They're beetles, and they have a little pearl drop at the bottom. And then I also picked up these when I was in Amsterdam. I got them at Bangle, and they were also on sale. They were maybe like $8, and my mom got a pair too. I convinced her to get a pair. They give me a very Celine vibe. So they have that same thick hoop, kind of like the ones I'm wearing right now with the pearl, and then it has these like rainbow colored, I know, Kelsey Simone just said rainbow. Oh my goodness. It's so little of color that I can do with it, you know? But it has like rainbow colored little rhinestones on it, and I'm obsessed with these earrings now. I love statement earrings, especially when I'm doing like my bald hairstyles. I don't know, I really like sleeking my hair back, and I think that's the perfect opportunity to wear like a bigger, bolder earring, because it weighs it out, you know? Next, we are going to get into bracelets. Bracelets are another thing that I never really wore until last year, I think. I really like layering them. I have like a couple I'll probably post some picture inspirations in this video now that I'm thinking about it. I really like layering bracelets. I don't ever wear just like one bracelet. Like when I'm wearing bracelets, it's go big or go home scenario. I'm either gonna wear 7 bracelets or I'm gonna wear none. Most of my bracelets that I like to wear, they are all vintage. I have them here in this little dish. I have one of my little watches here. I also got this from like a little thrift store for like $2. I love this one. It is so pretty. It's like this pearl. Yeah, okay. It's like this pearl and gold little bracelet, and it's so adorable. I love this one. I think this one's so cute. I just have like a ton of random little dainty ones that I will just layer up on my wrist. And that's it. Bracelets were pretty fast. Next, I'm going to move on to necklaces. Necklaces used to be my everything. I wouldn't leave the house without a necklace. I've gotten a little bit less like that. Right here on this little neck bar, that's definitely not what it's called. Whatever these are called, this fake glass neck. I have just 3 of my like designer necklaces. They're like my cherished, and it's a reminder that if I ever lost them or got them tangled, I'd die. I have this big Chanel chain. This Dior necklace I got when I was with Alex in Annapolis in like a little consignment store. It was such a good find. And then this little rhinestone CC Chanel necklace up there is from a really cute little Instagram jewelry boutique. I will link it below for you guys. I just went and grabbed a few of my favorite chains. I just grabbed 3. So I tend to like a lot of beachy themed jewelry. So I have this here. This is they're gold seashells, and it is the most adorable thing I've ever seen. It is a choker though. It actually kind of looks cute with my outfit. Most of the time I'm wearing really dainty little necklaces like this guy. Let me show you. This probably won't even show how pretty this necklace is because it's super sparkly, and it's just these little, I don't know if they're supposed to be flowers. Oh, one more thing. The last accessory that I have is a new accessory to my collection that I never really used to adventure into or wear very much, and it is hair accessories. accessories. So I've been super into like these little clips. I have this one that says Dior on it, and I also have the same one that says Chanel on it. These are from a brand that I found on Instagram called Deluxe Chokers. She sent me these, and they're just so fun. Then I have some just plain like this little tortoiseshell one. You guys know I went through my whole tortoiseshell phase, so I really love tortoiseshell still. Then I also have these little bobby pins, like decorative bobby pins. I have some pearls and little gold stars, and these I actually got. I always get questions about these too. I got them in like a whole set from a vintage store. I really don't know where to tell you to find these, but I feel like they're pretty simple. Like this is something I feel like Forever 21 would just sell, little pearl bobby pins. And that is all for my jewelry collection. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did to let me know that you liked it. If you guys want more collection videos, this is not something I would have ever thought about doing. But if you like this sort of video, then let me know what other collections you would want to see from me. Make sure to subscribe to my channel for more fashion videos. I post 2 videos a week, one on Tuesday and one on Fridays. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video.
Hi, good afternoon. Today I'm coming to you with my jewelry collection video, and a whole tray of my eye candy. This is more or less brand collection. It's like Tiffany, Chopard, Gary, and what else? Complete. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to start with the little first. I have that gorgeous green piece. Love it very much. It has some iconic flower called. I have a red trace, and it's in red. I believe that stone called chalcedony. Something I'm not sure. Very pretty piece in rose gold. Like to stack those other necklaces. Like I would definitely wear it on that. Those two. I would take one. This is my only piece from Van Cleef. I would like to add more. I like their bracelets, you know, with the like multiple flowers around the bracelet. This is a small size, but this is small slot. Yes. Another random piece, which I have one of those, is my flip Bulgari necklace. Flip Bulgari ring, tiara gold. It's onyx on one side and mother of pearl on another. See this part flips. That's why it's called flip. And it's yellow gold. That's how it looks. Okay. Next, let's move on to Chopard. White gold Chopard. This it's from, it's called dancing diamonds, or it's called floating diamonds. I don't remember. There's a little diamond in this little heart. I like how hefty this chain is. I like thick chains. I'm not a big fan of very deadly thin chains. Makes me feel like I'm gonna lose the piece. It's gonna break. I know they're sturdy, especially from high brands, but it still makes me worry. And this one is like a rope. Like it, and it's more visible on your skin, I feel. Yeah. So Chopard ring, rose gold with the amethyst inside. hard to tell what it attached to. Probably to the base. There's like a little stone in a cage, a gold cage. It's hard to clean down. You have to like make it with a brush, little brush inside, just to make sure you clean it well. Everyday piece. Again, very heavy. And Chrysoberyl is known for their hefty chains. It has C engraved in it. It's how it came. It works. That's for sure. Okay. Cartier. So I'm wearing one of Cartier pieces. This cross. Cross. I wear a cross all the time, either this or sometimes silver. It's rose gold. It's a Cartier. Well, this can see well. I hope so. And they are diamonds. I hope I don't have to reshoot this video. I like it's good. Okay. Of course, I have that bracelet. You've seen that before. It's a yellow gold love bracelet, not a cuff bracelet. I opted for this type of like bracelet. I like the idea that it's something you don't have to work to lose it, even though it did prevent me to lose it once. I mentioned that in another video. You always have to tighten up the screws once in a while, at least once a week, if not even more often. Well, I didn't do that. I almost lost it. This is a screw which comes with a bracelet. This is pure gold. This is gold plated. Okay. Other two Cartier pieces is those two rings. Love ring. And just include yellow gold, rose gold. It's not diamonds, nothing neither on a bracelet or on a ring. If you would love to have this ring with the diamonds, just know that it's going to be much thicker and bulkier, which makes sense because they need a room to set diamond in. I tried them both, and first of all, this is much cheaper. Second of all, I wanted to wear something every day, and third of all, because another one was a little bit bulky, and it was almost on the way, like it wasn't comfortable. Okay, I think this is it with my Cartier bracelets. Love Cartier. But this is it for now with my Cartier. Okay, we're gonna move on just one piece from John Hardy, but I love it. It's a yellow gold, and you can see those little ruby eyes. I like the idea of dragon, and they're holding little ring with putting diamonds in it. I like the bracelet very much. Okay, I think I'm gonna go on Tiffany. I have a lot of Tiffany silver. I've been collecting it since I moved in US, basically. I bought my first piece very long time ago. I don't remember what it was. It could be one of those I already have sold. So let me start with this iconic bracelet, returned to Tiffany's. I have it in a heart version. I love sir closure. I'm never gonna sell it, even though consider sometimes when I stop listening have two daughters. Why would I sell any jewelry? They're gonna wear it one day. Another Tiffany bracelet I have is this cable chain linked bracelet. I like to wear it with this bracelet. It's also returned to Tiffany. Much smaller heart, silver both sides. Balls going on a silver chain. I like to wear them together. And I get this too. Depends how many bracelets I want to wear on my wrist. Another Tiffany piece. I want to show you guys this silver ball. Like pearls on camera, but it's silver balls, different sizes, and also set on a silver chain and it's moving. They also have bracelet like this, and I used to have earrings. It's just one ball, but I sold them. They look good on my face frame, so love it. I love it to wear it on tan skin, and I love to wear it with an outfit. It's very nice. Okay, this is one of my first pieces. It's probably about 15 years old. Myself. Most of my jewelry are gifts from my husband, but quite a lot I got myself, especially silver. So this is few years and my daughter older daughter can wear it. That's silver. This is chain is not Tiffany, only pendant is the key pendant from Key Collection. And you can see there are diamonds around the flower on one side, other diamonds, and another one's without diamonds. It came without chain. I put it on this one. Both white gold. They're pretty. Didn't wear it for a while. I think I'm gonna take it out. The thing is, lately more of a gold person, yellow rose gold person. I used to wear a lot of silver and white gold when I used to work. I thought it's like more professional. I don't know why. Kind of in the phase of yellow or rose gold for now. You see the beautiful piece. Any suggestions how to make those little pieces focus and to show you the little diamonds? Well, please comment below. I'm still new to all this YouTube thing and video thing. Okay, so another Tiffany piece which is very, very new to me. Was first present from my husband. We were dating for a few months back then. And he gave it to me for Christmas. I believe it's platinum diamonds. White gold, but I believe it's platinum. So it's this very dainty necklace. And I don't know if you can see there, they have diamonds. Front of pendant. Necklace without diamonds. Okay. So I love this piece. I wore it. My hair is hurting me. I wore it for a very long time non-stop. When I don't wear yellow gold, I wear red. I wear silver stuff. I have this necklace. Though lately I'm mixing my metals a lot. I decided I don't lot of jewelry to wear, and I would like to showcase them at the same time. So I let you know your thoughts on mixing metals, mixing colors of the metals, mixing metals, silver versus with the gold. What do you guys think and what you usually do? So I'm gonna move on. Okay, so this is another necklace. This is silver. I got it pre-loved and got very good deal. So you check. Unfortunately, we sell value on especially Tiffany silver. The return is silver is not that high, so it's a bad thing and good thing. It's a good thing because you can get pre-loved pieces for a much lower price. Now this, I think I got it for like $100. But it's bad because if you want to resell yours, you're not gonna get a lot of money. But that's why I decided. I've sold quite a few pieces before, but then now I have 2 daughters, and I decided that that will happen. Okay. Another Tiffany piece is this silver. I think it's called Aquamarine. I'm not sure. Very heavy. Very hefty. It's some cleaning. By the way, Tiffany will clean your jewelry anytime, lifetime. As many if you bought it from them or from third party, they still clean for free. It's sold separately, but he gave me one on the Valentine's Day. I think it was our first Valentine's Day. I showed you separately. So this little earring starts with, it's a silver sapphire, pink sapphire. Then ring to match. Having a little sapphire, a little bit hard. And this is by the Yarn collection. It's very dainty but very pretty bracelet with pink sapphires. Starting again, actually. Oh no, I'll stay where. Very pretty. Another Tiffany piece I would pre-loved. Very hefty bracelet, very heavy, very heavy. It's like nuggets of silver, and it says stamp right here. I got it pre-loved at an extremely good deal. I believe the retail value of that bracelet was around $400. I'm not mistaken because it discontinued. I got it for $100 something, for $140 on eBay, one of those websites, I don't remember. Love to wear it with this bracelet. Another pre-loved Tiffany piece. I bought it for $60 in this ring. When it discontinued as of the stone again. But it's very, very beautiful piece. And it's 18 karat gold. Love this piece. And this one, I got it all the way in the wheel. It's like red diamonds, also very beautiful. It's, I don't know what brand it is. I don't think it's any brand. Could be custom piece. Also very beautiful. So now I'm gonna move on to day 2. So I have 4 rings from the Tourmaline. I have this beautiful ring with a pearl, cocktail ring. Very beautiful statement piece. Another one with light green stone with diamonds around. All those rings are silver. It's like called my keyhole ring. I have this onyx ring, very beautiful. Silver. I have a little ring which had different stone before, yellow, I think yellow citrine, and it got chipped, so I took it to David Norman and they said for $50 I can switch the stone, and I chose this color. It's actually purple. I don't know why I did purple, I don't like it now. It looked much lighter on a sample, and it looks very dark in this size. I might switch it again. Yeah, this is my another cross, silver cross with diamonds. Actually, I made it adjustable. I mean, I custom ordered it adjustable, and I think they did it for free. It did come adjustable. This very beautiful necklace with very light pink blush stone. You can tell the color. Very beautiful. And they're actually diamond around. And this long necklace, I made it, gets me to the my waist area. You can wear it like this, but you can double layer. This is a closure. You can also do it this way. The multiple ways of wearing. Let me show you the detail about this necklace. It's like it comes with the front side of the legs with a pearls in the middle. Very beautiful piece. Now I'm going to show you right away. Oh, okay. There are a couple of pieces which I'm going to part with. So this ring with polka diamonds in the middle, and this bracelet. Only reason why I'm selling this bracelet because it's very narrow. It's for very narrow wrist. Even though it fits, I don't like it that it's so narrow on my wrist. And I do have narrow wrist. If you're interested, I can direct you to my Porsche account. I sell it on Porsche account. Now, bracelets. This bracelet I actually traded with my coworker, who also was a very David and a big fan. I think I traded earrings and a ring for it. Very nice piece. That was snug enough with my other gets caught on some knit, if you wear knit, and pulls the, I iron a couple of sweaters, so I have to be careful with this. It's short, and I usually, this I got myself a long time ago, this my husband bought it for me to slide these two bracelets together for my birthday. It's again green, like green stone with diamonds around. Forgive me that I don't know my stuff, forgive me that I don't know the stones, but it's like I just forget. Just forget what it is. The most important is it's beautiful. This bracelet I was given for Mother's Day, and there's a row of diamonds. It's a lobster closure. And one more bracelet is this silver bracelet with onyx. It's to wear to all his blood. I feel like silver is like looking for all. They said already? I don't remember. And what's left is a couple earrings. The star earrings. What's that? Little green diamonds in the center. And these gorgeous earrings. It's a blue topaz. Silver, but like dark silver. Very good. Some outfits. So that's basically it. So today I basically show you guys my more or less fancy jewelry or branded jewelry. I have much more. I have Pandora, I like Misoma a lot, that's more simpler jewelry, I would say. One day I will show you that too, and I didn't show you custom jewelry. It's going to be another separate video as well. So this is it. Thank you for watching. Viewers who keep coming back, thank you so much. It means a lot. To me, new viewers, please consider subscribing if you like my videos. And press the bell button so you can get notified when I post new videos. I post videos about luxury brands, most of the bags, shoes, name it, jewelry in this case. I'm actually having a couple more videos coming up soon because more items for my wish list got checked off. They're actually on the way, hopefully. And I also got requested a couple times, more than a couple times, to do my Hamish journey video. Even though I did unboxings on separate occasions, you guys seem to want me to put it in one video and just tell about my Hamish journey. So I'm gonna do that soon. So today, thank you for watching, and stay warm if you're in New York or Midwest, wherever the cold vortex is. And I envy California's residents for now very much. And that's it, and see you guys soon. Bye bye.
Welcome to SportsBling.com and PlatinumWholesaleGroup.com. In this video, we'll show you how our championship rings are made, and we'll compare a random Chinese ring we purchased from eBay to one of our high-quality championship rings to show you the difference. Make sure you watch this video all the way through, until the end, to learn how you can get your own customized championship ring at a very low cost. Before we show you how they're made, let's look at an example of a common generic championship ring versus one of our high-quality rings. Their rings are lightweight and hollow. They lack most detail, and they use inferior stones. They have shallow engraving, and they are mass-produced for quantity versus quality. Plus, they can take over 30 days to arrive from China. Our rings, however, are very heavy, just as the originals, and are extremely detailed. We use A++ CZ stones, and we use very deep engraving, which allows for both sharp and fine detail. Our rings are made the old-fashioned way, by highly skilled master jewelers, one by one. They are in stock, ready to ship, and you will normally receive your ring within about 2 business days. See how their ring is lacking in detail and sharpness and is hard to read? Our ring is very sharp, easy to read, and has all the details of the original ring. This side of the ring is no better. See how Jordan is hard to make out, and at the bottom, the number 23 is almost impossible to read on their ring. On our ring, however, all these details are very sharp and easy to read. On the front of the ring, see how their ring has excess red paint covering part of the front surface outside the lines of the bowl? See how the horns and ears on the bowl are not painted at all? Compare that to our ring, which has sharper lines that create the image of the bowl and has no excess paint. Plus, the horns and ears are perfectly colored in as well. Their ring is rough on the inside, while ours is polished smooth and shiny. There is a clear difference. Let's look at the differences between one of the cheap Chinese knockoffs and our high-quality, skillfully crafted, handmade championship rings one more time. Now let's look at how our top-quality championship rings are made. First, our rings are designed on the computer using CAD software. This allows us to make sure every detail of the ring matches the original. After we finish with the design, we create a prototype of the ring by using a 3D printer, so we can see what the final product will look like. It's one thing to look at it on a computer screen, but totally different when you see the finished design at its actual size and in 3D. Once we're happy with the design in the prototype, we then make the mold. The technique of using a wax model to create a mold is known as the lost wax process. We use the plaster shell as a mold to cast rings in different types of metal. We make our rings in zinc alloy, solid brass, copper, sterling silver, and gold. The ring making process is the same no matter which metal we use. In just minutes, the induction furnace has heated the metal, in this case gold, to the required molten state. We carefully pour it into the plaster shell. Gold flows down channels and into cavities left when the wax mold was created and forms a tree. Once the metal cools and solidifies, we submerge the shell in cool water. This instantly dissolves the hot plaster, releasing the cast piece. Everything that was once molded in wax is now replicated in metal. We cut the ring components from the tree, then remelt the tree to reuse the metal. There are still remnants of the tree on each ring component, so we grind them off. Using a grinding tool so small that it fits through the ring, we smooth the inside surface. To smooth the ring's outer surface, we use a grinding wheel that has splits in the abrasive discs. The splits produce a see-through view as the discs spin at high speed, so we can see what we're doing. With the entire surface now smooth, the ring is ready for polishing. We apply some polishing compound, then, using another split wheel, we shine it up. Next, the top of the ring goes to the stone setting department. Using a fine rotary tool, a highly skilled craftsman contours each setting to fit the gemstone's pointed base. Next, he sets each gemstone, forcing down the 4 surrounding prongs onto the edge of the stone. Then he sets tiny diamonds. He presses each one into place, then pushes the surrounding metal inward to hold the stones down. The top of the ring is finally complete, so now we must solder it to the base, which completes this part of making the ring. We then clean the ring thoroughly in repeated ultrasonic baths. Ultrasound waves traveling through the water dislodge all traces of polishing compound and other residue. A few blasts of pressurized steam, and the ring is now completely dry. Certain rings also have enamel decoration. Enamel is liquid glass. It goes on like paint, but then it must be baked in an oven for 30 minutes to dry. The final step is to apply some polishing compound. and polish the ring to a high gloss shine. After this final step, we now have a very high quality, handcrafted championship ring that rivals the original. We hope you've enjoyed watching how we make our championship rings. Now that you've learned how to compare our rings to the other inferior rings on the market today, let's find out how you can get one of your own Sports Bling Championship rings today. SportsBling.com is one of the world's largest websites for sports merchandise, with over 100,000 products to choose from. We have over 1,000 different championship rings in stock and ready to ship today. We also have a large selection of championship ring-inspired pendant necklaces, bracelets, and other sports-related jewelry, all in stock and ready to ship today. We are constantly adding new products to make sure our customers have the best selection available at the best possible prices. We are a USA-based company, and most of our items are in stock and ready to ship from Ohio, a central location in the USA, which means most people will receive their orders in about 2 business days. We can also customize any one of our rings for you, or even create a brand new and unique ring of your own design. Let's look at some of the things we can customize. We can customize the header text, the logo, the footer text, and we can use stones of your choice. You can also choose your material, player name, year, color, and size. If you want to order a custom championship ring of your own, visit www.sportsbling.com and hop on a live chat with us. Or call us toll-free at 888-848-9876 today. If you're interested in purchasing our rings at wholesale pricing, please visit our sister company at www.platinumwholesalegroup.com. And also check out our eBay store for the best selection and the best deals, with the absolute lowest pricing available anywhere. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.
Another video. Today's video is going to be another collection video. If you guys didn't watch my last collection video about my Uggs, then go watch that. But today's video is going to be a collection about my Pandora jewelry. So if you guys want to see my jewelry collection, then just keep watching. So just like my Ugg collection, yes, I did also work at Pandora. So all the jewelry that I did purchase was purchased because I was an employee at Pandora. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys my collection as well as my charm bracelets and my charms and the reasons behind my charms, just because each of my charms means something special to me. And I don't really buy charms just to fill them up. They have to mean something to me in order for them to go on my charm bracelet. So I'm moving the camera a little bit closer to me just so you can see the jewelry a lot more closer. So I'm going to start with one of my bangles, which is my open bangle essence bracelet. This bracelet is a much slimmer bracelet compared to the regular Moments bracelet, which is the basic bracelet everyone has. So that bracelet would be this one right over here. As you can see, it is a lot slimmer. This bracelet is actually also discontinued, so it's really hard to find. You can really only find it in like the Pandora website in their last chance column, but it's not always in stock there, so you might not be able to find it. But you can buy it off of someone who's selling their Pandora jewelry, which I actually have done for a lot of the items that I have. I go on Kijiji, and that's where I find a lot of people who are selling their Pandora jewelry for obviously a cheaper price because it is used. But since I know how to clean the jewelry really good, I just clean it. So this bracelet has 2 balls on the end. One of these balls you can actually take off and add the essence charms into the bracelet, but I like how the bracelet is just like that, so I don't really add anything onto it. And it's a really cute bracelet to stack with my Pandora Moments bracelet, so that's my bracelet with all my charms on it, just because it's so simple and so thin. It doesn't take away from my Moments bracelet, so that would be that. So again, just nice and cute and small, not too much. So the next item I'm gonna show you guys is my Pandora Moments bracelet. I actually have two Moments bracelet. I have a snake chain bracelet as well as a Bangle bracelet. So I'm going to show you guys that first. So I'm just going to take the charms off of both bracelets just so I can show you the bracelets alone, just so you guys can see the difference.
Few moments later.
Okay, so you have your snake chain bracelet and your bangle when it comes to the Moments collections. So this right here are your two different bracelets. This one here is a snake chain bracelet. This right here is your bangle. So the difference of these is this one right over here is a lot more flexible than this one. But I'm more of a fan of this one than the snake chain. But again, the snake chain is one of the most popular pieces at Pandora. So the snake chain bracelet, you would just open up the little clasp with your fingernail. It just pops right open, and it opens up like that, hence why it's called a snake chain bracelet. The bangle, same thing, you open up the clasp. Oh, yeah, let me close it first and then I'll open it. So you just, again, your fingernail opens up, but it's not gonna open up like a snake chain because it's bangled so much. It's a harder finish, but I like this one because it's a cleaner finish than this one. So the snake chain is one of the most popular bracelets, but it is one of the bracelets you need to be a little bit more careful with. This one you need a safety chain or some clips. Just right over here, this is where they go on. You can put the clips on any part of the bracelet, but they're more meant to go on right over here. Reason why is because when your bracelet opens, so when you're taking it off and you're trying to open it, sometimes it's just gonna pop right open, and you don't want to lose all your charms. And just in case, if the clasp randomly opens up and you're out, you don't want your charms to blow off, just because your charms are pretty expensive and people do spend at least over $1,000 to fill up their entire bracelet. So I'm gonna put on the charms back on just so you guys can see what I have on my bracelets. I'm gonna try to give background on each charm and explain why I got it and basically the story behind it. So this right here is a snake chain bracelet. This bracelet only has 3 charms on it just because I'm trying to make a Disney bracelet. So these charms are my Disney charms. I actually bought this bracelet off of someone from Kijiji yesterday or 2 days ago. So that's why there's like only 3 charms on it, just because I haven't filled it up yet, but it's going to get filled. These charms are actually on my bangle, but we're gonna wait until we fill them all up, and then we'll go from there. But let's start with the charms on my bracelet. So this one right here is my first bracelet that I have ever gotten, which was from my boyfriend. It's a Disney heart. It has Mickey and Minnie on both sides. This is Mickey, and then you have Minnie right behind it. Oh, there we go. Let me get a little bit closer. And there's Minnie. That's one of my Disney charms. This one right here is Woody from Toy Story. If you haven't watched Toy Story, then you clearly didn't have a childhood, but this is Woody. So on the top of it, oh my god, my nails look disgusting, guys, don't look at that. On the top of my charm, on the charm it says, "You've got a friend in me." It's hard to see, but it does say it. You've got a friend in me. And this charm I got from my sister for my birthday last year. So the last charm on my Disney bracelet is this Lilo and Stitch charm. There we go. So you have Stitch and you have Lilo, and it says Ohana.
Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left
behind or forgotten.
Me and my sister have a matching charm. So that is my Disney soon-to-be Moments bracelet. So I'm gonna grab my bangle now. So this bangle actually has a lot more charms on it. These charms are the charms that I got from friends and family, and every charm has a story behind them, and they are very dear to my heart. Okay, so this is my Other Moments bangle bracelet, and as you can see, this bracelet has a lot more charms on it. So I'm going to start from this side. I'm going to go all the way up, and I'm going to let you guys know what each charm means and a little quick story behind them. Okay, so this one is my Gemini charm. So I am born on June 20th, which makes me a Gemini. This one is a little wing, like an angel wing with a little gold heart on it. This one is the Love and Guidance charm. The reason I got this is not really something that I'm going to say why I got it. It's really a personal reason, but I do really like this charm. It's really cute, and the meaning behind it is pretty important to me. So I'm not gonna really say why I got it, but yeah, there's that one. The next one is this bear. This is another charm that I got from my boyfriend. He actually calls me bear in his language, which is Dubba, yeah, he calls me Dubba, which means bear. But I think the reason he calls me Dubba is because I'm chubby. And this bear, as you can see, has a little tummy like me. This one is my next one, which is the Evil Eye. I have this charm, and I got this charm from my mom as well. So we do have this as a matching charm. This is a little dog. So I got this because if you ever watch my other videos, you know that I have a German Shepherd, mixed Rottweiler. So this is her. Next is this one. So Pandora does have a lot of letter charms. This is one of the old vintage ones. This is an E. So if you know me, you know my name's Elizabeth. And that's what the E is for. I was gonna get an L for Lizzie, but they didn't have any L's, so I'm just like, let me just get an E. This one is a Dreamcatcher charm. This was one of the first ones I also purchased. I really like it because on the top it says, follow your dreams. Guys, my bracelet's really, really dirty. It's really tarnished. I have to clean it. So let me know if you actually want to see me make a video of cleaning Pandora jewelry. This one is a little car. I got this one from my boyfriend as well because he is a car fanatic. So this was a gift from him. This is also a retired item, so you really can't find it anywhere. This is an M for Martin, which is my boyfriend as well. So I have the letter M for him. This is a birthstone charm. It's actually the birthstone for December. My favorite color is blue, as you guys can see on my eyes. The birthstone obviously is not for me because I'm not born in December. I just don't really like the June birthstone, but the December birthstone is my favorite, so I obviously have to get that. Next is this little pig. So my Chinese animal is a pig, so I have to get that. These two charms I got off of Kijiji as well. I actually got these two charms with this bracelet, and I only paid $70 for it, which is a deal, which is a bargain. But yeah, so I got these two off of a person. I was actually looking for this charm. So this is the Guardian Angel charm. I was actually looking for this charm everywhere. So happy I found it. It's just cute. And then you have this, the pearl. The pearl is also a June birthstone, but Pandora doesn't have any birthstone charms with the pearl on it. So this one is basically for that. And then you have this one, which has a lot of hearts on it. This one really doesn't mean anything, but I like it, and it came with a bracelet for free, so why not? I might end up giving it to like my mom or something. That's my second Moments bracelet. So I'm gonna move on to my rings now. I do have 7 rings from Pandora. I'll start with, let's go from least expensive to most expensive from what I remember. So this right here is one of the rings that I do own. This ring has 2 cubic zirconias on the sides and a pearl. I use this as almost like a birthstone ring, just because it has the little pearl. So again, the birthstone for June. Next ring is this beaded ring. So it's called the Eternal Cloud Ring. It's just little beads going all around. Guys, don't mind my fingers, don't mind my nails. But yeah, that's that. Next is this linked love ring. So that one would be similar to the Eternal Cloud. So I'm just gonna let that focus a bit. So that one has hearts going all around. This ring was a gift from my sister. She gifted this ring for all of her bridesmaids for her wedding. So the next 2 rings I'm going to show you is not a set ring, but I actually do stack them together. You have the Princess Wish ring and the Wishbone ring. So those are these guys right here. So this is the Princess Wish, and this one is the Wishbone. So these are from the same collection, but they're not sold together. The reason I say they're from the same collection is because you can actually stack them together. So you have that. I'm not gonna put it all the way down, I'm just gonna show you. I'll show you guys how I wear all my rings after, just so you can see. So it's like that. This ring I got when it first came out, just because it's a really cute ring and it's inexpensive. This ring I also got off of Kijiji. Someone bought it and it was in their size and they were selling it for $20, and this ring is $50. So yeah, I do stack those together. So the next ring I'm going to show you guys is this Timeless Elegance ring. I wear this ring almost all the time. So yeah, that's the Timeless Elegance. It has that big square stone in the middle, and then it has smaller cubic zirconia stones going all around. Your last ring is this ring right over here. So it's a crown ring. It has little stones going all around. I actually stack this ring with my Link Love ring, which would be the heart ring. And I put this right on top of it, just so it gives it a little bit more of thickness. And this ring I actually won from Pandora. I think I got put in a hat or something, and they picked my name and I won it. Alright, so I'm gonna put them all on, all my rings, just so you can see how I wear it. I'm also going to put on the bracelets just so you can see how I basically wear them all.
A few moments later.
So this is how I wear my rings and my bracelets. So, like I said, I stack my crown ring and my heart ring, and I stack the Princess Wish with the Wishbone ring, the sparkling Wishbone ring. And then I wear these 3 guys on the side. And there are my bracelets. You have the Moments bracelets. I wear one on either side. The one that's full I wear with my Essence bracelet, so I stack those together. And then I just wear the Disney bracelet like this. It looks a lot simple right now, but when I add more, it's gonna be obviously built up. But yeah. So that is my Pandora collection. I don't own any more Pandora, but I can tell you guys that I have spent a lot of money on Pandora, especially for gifts. All of my sisters, which would be 3, have a Pandora bracelet that I started for them, Pandora bracelet. My grandma has a Pandora bracelet, so I actually got everybody into Pandora. It's a really easy gift when it comes to occasions like Christmas or their birthdays or Mother's Day, just because you can just get a charm and you just add it onto their bracelet and call it a day. So I do hope you guys liked my collection video. So I did try my best at explaining all the charms on the bracelets. I don't know why my camera's not focusing that good today, so it's giving me a hard time. But again, I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give this video a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to be notified when I do drop another video. Also guys, if you have any questions about Pandora jewelry, let me know, and I can't wait to see you guys in another video. Bye guys.
Hello everybody, my name's Louisa. Welcome to my channel. Can you believe that it's already fall? What happened to summer? It kind of just flew by. I'm actually not a winter person. I love summer the best, but I must admit that I really enjoy these cooler temperatures and lower humidity. So I hope you're enjoying it as well. And today we have an absolute treat for you. Bargain Bead Box has provided us with a really cool subscription this month. It's an autumn theme box, and the name of it is Foliage. So of course we're going to get some leaves, we're going to get some reddish tones, some shades of green, some coffee tones, gemstones, coppery metal tones. So it's going to be really pretty, and I think I'm going to really enjoy designing something with you this month, and I hope that you enjoy it as well. So why don't we take a quick look at the beads before we get started, so that we can get inspired, and you know, I'm going to lay them out on a tray. I'm not going to go into any great detail with each one, but I do want to show them to you in case you're not a subscriber to Bargain Bead Box, so that you can get an idea of the kind of beads that come with that subscription. So let me lay them down on a tray and we'll take a quick look. Okay, so here's all the beads for this month's subscription, and as you can see, like I said earlier, we definitely have the autumn theme going on with all these colors. I absolutely love it. We've got you know, the usually Bargain Bead Box will provide findings and pendants and connectors. Here's a couple of toggle clasps, real pretty, with a leaf theme on them. We also have these beautiful pendants, which I think they're it's called cut. It's a cut glass, but it's in a jade color. It's not jade, it's just glass, but it's in a beautiful jade color, as you can see, with the hole running across the top there, as you can see. And then of course we got some bicones. We got these gorgeous, yummy looking carnelian colored round beads, 8mm. And it's a 15-inch strand, so that's really nice. And then these are, I'm really in love with these beautiful copper leaf beads. They're absolutely beautiful. I don't know if you can see that on camera. And then these are really interesting as well. These are some leaf links in a copper tone. And then the one thing that I think is really unusual is this pendant. So it's a beautiful oval kind of pendant, not oval, I don't know what shape that is, but yeah, it's really pretty and kind of modern looking. So I don't know what I'm going to come up with, but I'll have to think about this one. And then along with this we have these other two. So yeah, so this will be interesting. I'm looking forward to putting my thinking cap on and coming up with something. And here's some chain. And it's the links are, I believe, 5mm oval copper colored chain. And then these are really interesting. These are in the shape of a tree, and I believe they're chandelier focals. So you could definitely hang something from these. I wouldn't do it this way, obviously, because it's a tree. So it's going to have to hang this way. Maybe it can be a set of earrings. I don't know. There's two of them, so we'll see what we can come up with that. And then of course these are really pretty. They half frosted and electroplated faceted beads. These, I believe, are jasper. In the list of items, it shows that either you're going to get chrysanthemum jasper or coffee agate, and I think I got the jasper. I believe that's the jasper. And then these are absolutely beautiful. There's 5 of them, and they're oval drop beads in reddish colors, and you can see the beautiful patterns in each one. Really, really gorgeous. So you've got some kind of a reddish tones, orangey tones, and some white mixed in. So that'll be interesting. And they actually go really well with this shape. So we'll have to see what ideas can come out of this one. And then of course we've got bead caps, we've got some rondelles. That's a smaller peachy color, and then we've got a larger one over here in grayish tone. And then I believe this is a strand of 6mm jasper, silver leaf jasper round beads. So yeah, so this is the whole collection, as you can see, and real pretty. I think it's going to look lovely, you know, with all the different colors and plenty of beads to play around with. So I'm sure, you know, I'll probably make at least 3 necklaces and some bracelets and earrings. So anyway, we'll see what we can come up with, and I'm going to put them away for a little bit, think about it, put my thinking cap on, and then I'll come back with the finished pieces. See you soon. I'm back. Boy, did I have fun. I was able to create 6 necklaces, 2 bracelets, and 2 sets of earrings. Can you believe that? I was so surprised that I was able to make so much. This is the first piece. Let me zoom in so you can take a look. As you can see, I used the leaf links to form the necklace, the bottom part of the necklace, and then the carnelian bead with the bead caps, the beautiful leaf pendant, and the large 10mm jasper bead. And then I also included some chain at the top. And this is what it looks like. I thought it came out beautiful. Now, in order for this to work, I don't know if you can see, let me zoom in real close so you can see how I connected those links. I actually had to use 2 jump rings in between each one because I found that the links were a little bit too lightweight, and you know, without adding the double jump rings, it just wouldn't have sat flat on your neckline. So I think adding the 2 jump rings, not only does it make it more secure, but it helps to, you know, keep it from twisting, and it helps for it to lay a little bit flatter. So that's what I did, and I thought it came out pretty nice. I wire wrapped the beads, and then here's the earrings. For the earrings, I used the same links plus the carnelian bead, red bead, and the silver jasper beads at the top. So that's what it looks like. nice. I love Y style necklaces. Y style, necklaces, those are the ones where they have a long pendant piece hanging in the center. And yeah, this looks really nice on actually, and it's very comfortable. I love this necklace. I love how it turned out. For the clasp, I just used a simple lobster clasp that I had in my stash. You know, kind of a small clasp. I did not use the large clasps that came with the subscription this month, but I thought a smaller one would be more appropriate for this necklace. I liked how this one turned out. I certainly did, and I'm going to definitely wear this one. Here's the second piece. As you can see, I used that beautiful Tree of Life pendant. We received 2 of them, and initially I was going to do earrings, but I thought, you know what, no, it's large enough. I think that it would look really nice with a pendant. So here it is. It's another kind of a white style necklace, because again it has that centerpiece that hangs down pretty low. But let me zoom in so you can take a look. Here it is. I used the beautiful jasper beads in the bottom part of the necklace. I used that beautiful crystal faceted bead right there, and then the Tree of Life pendant, along with this little charm, which was actually not in the subscription. It was I had it in my stash. I don't know where I got it from. I've had it for quite some time, but I thought it would pick up the green of the earrings. And so these 2 were in my stash as well. These are 6mm quartz beads. I'm not sure where I got them, but I thought, you know, let me find something that might go well with the earrings. And it's not exactly the same green, but you know, the earrings are far enough from the necklace that I don't think anybody would notice them, and they just don't look exactly the right color in this light. But when you move away from this lighting and you go outside, they look pretty nice together. So that's what I thought I would do. Just a couple of green beads there, and then the little green charm, and then the leaf spacer beads in between, which I thought were really gorgeous. And then I did use some seed beads along the rest of the necklace, 8/0 size seed beads in a taupe color, which, you know, the color is taupe, but it's actually got a little bit of copper in it, so it goes really well with the copper tones of this collection. So that's what I did, and anyway, I thought this necklace looks really, really good. I hope you like it. Here's the back, and again I used a small lobster clasp that I had in my stash to finish it off. I just thought, you know, putting that large clasp was not the right thing for this necklace, so I used a small clasp, pretty tiny. I think it's about maybe 10mm. So anyway, this is the second piece, and it turned out pretty nice, I thought. Alright, so here's the third necklace. I had to do a statement necklace, of course, because that's what I love to do. And, you know, I tried to control myself and be more conservative, but I just had to create a statement piece. And so I created this one using the same Tree of Life pendant, but this time I hung some crystals from it. Because, you know, there were so many pulls, I just couldn't resist it. So I made some strands, some beaded chain actually, and attached the little, the grayish colored rondelles at the bottom. And each one has the bicones and then the peach colored rondelles. So I wire wrapped each one and attached the chains to the bottom of the tree. And then I attached some more bicones along these links here, the same kind of leaf links that I used in the other necklace. And then some faceted crystals with bead caps. These actually were in my own stash. They were not part of the subscription, but they were the same antique copper tone, so I thought I would use them. Same thing with these coin crystal beads. These were not in the subscription. I always have such a hard time with that word, subscription. These were, I got them at the Bead Bag and Box website a while ago, and I thought, you know, they had the same topaz color as the bicones, so I thought I would use them as well as the grayish colored rondelles, and then the faceted crystals at the top as well, plus some chain. So that's what it looks like, and yeah, this is actually very gorgeous on. It really, really is, and I might model it at the end of this video so you can see what it looks like on someone, because you know, this necklace stand that I have is a little bit small, and it doesn't really show how it should hang properly. It's a little bit different because it's a little bit narrower than an average person, so the necklaces don't look as good on this necklace stand. I really do need to get myself a new one. Here's the back. As you can see, I finished with some chain, and I also used another toggle clasp that was actually in, I think it was October 2018 Bag and Bead Box subscription, but it was the same exact antique copper tone, and I thought it look really nice with this necklace. So instead of using the larger toggle clasp that came with it, I thought I would use this one instead. It's a two-tier necklace, and as you can see, I used the agate drop. I think we received 5. I used one of them for this one, and I was wire wrapping the top of it, and then I had some wire left over, so I scrolled it around the front and hung a little spacer bead as a charm. So that's what I did with that, and used some of the carnelian beads and some rondelles. Some gray rondelles as well, and then I also hung this other little piece here with a jasper bead in the middle and the 2 silver jasper beads on the side, and some chain, and so that's what it looks like. Really, really nice. Let me zoom in on the earrings so you can take a look as well. I decided to use the faceted crystals for this one to give it some sparkle. It's always nice to have a little sparkle when you're wearing earrings. And so that's what it looks like. I thought this one came out nice as well. Real pretty. And again, I used a small lobster clasp for the back and some chain. Just, you know, because I thought, well, I had a bunch of little lobster clasps that were antique copper, and I thought, you know, let me just use them up for this project. And anyway, I thought it turned out pretty nice. The 5th piece, and in this piece I used that gorgeous oval shaped pendant that looked quite modern to me. I wire wrapped it and I hung a leaf pendant off the side as well. I did it in a way so that they would hang kind of off center a little bit. It was not easy. Let me see if I can show you a close-up. So I just wire wrapped it, and then I kind of added a little kink to the back so that it would hang like this. I just like the idea of having, you know, this one on top and this one off to the side, or this one off to the side, I should say, so that you can see both of them. They're overlapping each other, but you can still see both of them. And it's another white necklace design with the crystal here in the middle, and then the carnelian beads and the rondelles on the side of bicones for sparkle. And these are the same earrings that I used with the previous necklace that I showed you. They look really nice with this one as well. So yeah, this is the 4th necklace. Pretty nice, I thought. And in the back is a small lobster clasp as well. I guess I used those clasps pretty much with all of my necklaces today, but I did use the larger toggle clasp that came with a box with the bracelet that I made to match all of these pieces, and I'll show you that in just a second. So yeah, so here's the 5th necklace, and I thought it came out really cute. What do you think? here's the sixth piece. I left the best till last. As you can see, I used the agate drops that came with the box. Real pretty. We got a total of 5. I used 3 here, 1 large one and 2 small ones. And I also used the large jasper beads, the faceted crystal beads, the rondelles in between, the peach colored rondelles. These spacer beads are from my own stash in an antique copper tone. And this is what it looks like. Pretty nice. I'll admit that, you know, I did have a little bit of a difficult time coming up with something because these drops are not the kind of component that I'm actually attracted to or that I would normally buy or work with. But I put my thinking cap on and I thought, you know what, let me just try something. Initially I was going to use all 5 and then I thought, no, let me do something different. And so this is what I came up with, and hopefully you like it. I think it's okay. I think, you know, it came out nice. A very nice length. As you can see, I've got the same earrings up here that go with the other necklaces that I showed you. So yeah, I'm really pleased with this one. I like how it turned out. You can see for the clasp, it was the same small lobster clasp that I've been trying to use up from my stash because I had quite a few, and I thought I'll just use them all up. And so that's what I did. And I added the taupe colored seed beads as well, size 8O. That's the 6th and final piece. Unbelievable. I'm in shock that I was able to create so many pieces from this month's subscription, and I'm very pleased. And you know, if you don't subscribe to Bag and Bead Box, I strongly recommend it because you will not be disappointed. You will have so many beads. I think I still have some beads left over, believe it or not. But you know what? The only thing I haven't shown you is the bracelets. Let me go ahead and get them on and I'll show you that I made. As you can see, I used the silver jasper beads, which they're actually a little bit greenish colored. This focal piece was from my own stash. Don't ask me where I got it because I really don't remember. It was a long time ago. I thought it looked really nice with the green accents on the other necklace. So it's actually a turquoise color, kind of a turquoise with some green on the edges, as you can see. So that's what I did, and I added the carnelian beads as well, and then this toggle clasp from October 2018 subscription, which is the antique copper tone. And for this one, I used the large toggle clasp, which came with this month's box, which is absolutely beautiful, and I think it looks great as a bracelet, so you can show it off. As well as the carnelian beads, the bicones, and the jasper beads. So these are the 2 bracelets that I made, and they look really nice with all of the necklaces that I made because, of course, they all coordinate. That's what's so nice about this month, about the Bag and Bead Box. So what do you think? Pretty, isn't it? Take a look at that gorgeous necklace. I just love this kind of jewelry. I love statement pieces, and I actually read an article this week that, well, I am really happy about that because I'll tell you what, it's been stifling my creativity. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I've inspired you, and please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
One on YouTube, how are yous? God bless to all. Hope everyone is well. It's your boy with another video, unboxing. I already took it out the box to make the video a little quicker. So it's my 2011 New York Giants replica championship ring. I'm not a fan of the Giants and never will, but of course I'm a fan of replica championship rings. I collect them all, from all leagues. So my team's the Patriots, all the way, Patriots, since I was a little kid. So, but yeah, this ring is, it's a beautiful ring, and it'll look nice with my collection. So let's do this.
I think you're truly something special.
try to focus for you real quick. Oh yeah, it's real nice. There she goes, 2011 New York Giants replica championship ring. Yeah, I'm trying to get my phone to focus. There we go. God bless you all. Much love. Show you my other rings real quick. Alright guys, much love to all. God bless. See you in the next video. Don't forget to put thumbs up on my video. I really appreciate that. Alright? Alright.
Subscribe down below. Bye.
Hello everyone on YouTube. How are you? Much love and God bless. And it's your boy again with another video. Is a unboxing of my 2016 New England Patriots replica championship ring, and I've been waiting for it for like a minute. It arrived like 2 days ago. Haven't had a chance to open it, and I want to share it with you guys. So hope you enjoy and appreciate you watching my video. All right, so let's get this popping up. Word. Try to make this video a little quick, so it won't be too long, So here it goes. It's inside the little baggy bag. I already got the box here to it. Yeah. So let's do this. I already got the rest of the set, so this is the only ring that I was missing, basically. So, and wow. Ooh. Check that out, guys. Wow, it's amazing. trying to get some close-ups. My phone be acting up, so but I'm trying to focus. But yeah, it's off the meat rack. I mean, it's banging. It's hot. And the detail and the craftsmanship is like unreal. It looks like the real deal, you know what I'm saying? I mean, for a replica ring, it's on point. It's on point, and it's huge, and it weighs a ton. I mean, wow. Yeah, most definitely. Banging. Oh yeah, real nice. Let's get some close shot. Yeah, I got Brady on the side. MVP. Yeah, Patriots. New England Patriots, my team. Most definitely. Yeah, I've been a Pats fan since I was just a little boy, you know, so. Yeah, but wow, this ring it's nice. It is nice. It is real nice. I'm very impressed, guys.
Cities are inspirational. What you're looking for is a milestone towards success.
Alright guys, don't want to make this video too long. Just wanted you to see it and check it out. 2016 New England Patriots replica ring. It's gorgeous, it's huge. The detail is not real nice. I'm just trying to get my phone to focus so you can take a better look at it. Yeah, it's real nice. Let me put it inside the box real quick. There you go, guys. So I'm gonna let you go. Much love, God bless, and I'll see you on another unboxing. Alright, peace out. Later. Peace.
The Tigers, as they celebrated one more time the epic season of 2019, undefeated, 15-0 championship run, 7 wins over top 10 teams. That was the cherry on top inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome with a win over Clemson to cap it off. Last night, the jewelry was unveiled. The players were the first to see them. I was asking Podansky if we could get a sneak peek yesterday morning on the show. He said absolutely not. He said they would be here 24 hours later to show them off in studio, and a man of his word, former co-host on this show during this time slot, and now special assistant to Ed Ogeron, is here with a handful of jewelry, which last night was unveiled. The box is spectacular.
What's in the box? I'm getting like a very Pulp Fiction vibe from this. I'm surprised that when you opened the top that a golden glow just didn't start emanating from the center.
It didn't.
No, yeah, it kind of feels emotionally like it
First
did.
of all, morning everybody.
Yes.
Oh, I get it.
We'll call back.
How was
Stick
last
around
night?
radio business. I'll teach you something, T.
How was last night?
All right, so
We don't want to unveil these until the next segment.
Okay.
Yeah.
But can we, well, at least maybe I'll tease the box a little bit.
Yeah. Make sure
Tease
you
the
put,
box, not
there you
show
go.
the ring.
That's why I brought the sanitizer. If you're gonna touch something, make sure you sanitize.
Yeah.
I think that right there is the overwhelming thing from last night. Is that we did the best we could with the situation.
Did you learn anything? Because you got your guys around each other.
Well, we had Shelly Molyneux is phenomenal.
Right.
Yeah, she's a rock star.
Right.
The best.
And so when we had the team meeting, when everybody came back, we were able to, do something there and have everybody in a room. Luckily, we're blessed enough to have the indoor where we're able to spread everybody out, do all the socially distant things. Everybody wore a mask. We made sure that the equipment guys, Stringfellow's equipment guys that put the rings out, when they set the boxes up, they had gloves on. What we did is we put the ring underneath everybody's chair. There was an assigned seat. The presentation itself was rather quick, but
That's a Coach O special,
that's
right?
a Coach O special.
I mean, that's getting it out.
He holds nobody hostage.
That's right.
What did
You come
the
in.
freshmen do?
They were there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just a little thing of a little hey, this could be you.
Have you met Ed
You
Ogeron?
follow the path.
This was a motivator.
Yeah.
There's no question.
So
And I can tell you, being in the back of the room and watching this, those guys were as intent on seeing this as anything else. You can see that there's a Coach always talks about want to. There's a good amount of want to where these guys there was a natural
want for victory.
there is a natural jealousy. They're
Yeah.
like, I really want that. That's good. That's a motivator.
You had guys come back too, as
Yeah,
well, right?
we did. Unfortunately, because of originally our plan was around spring game, pro day, when everybody was going to be down, we would have a big event. Unfortunately, with COVID-19, we weren't able to do that. But with some guys that live in the area, were able to come by. And Clyde was there. Lloyd and Justin Jefferson got up and said something. So Coach did some opening remarks. And then we had a video that we put together that we showed, which I believe we're going to release on social media sometime later on this week, where we had guys from 58, 03, and 017 talking about what their rings mean to them.
Yeah.
And kind of one of those, hey, welcome to the club moment, and about how the accomplishment of that ring is something that means something to them for the rest of their lives. So, and then Lloyd talked, Justin talked, and then basically we had the reveal where it was, hey guys, check under your chair.
So, tell me about the design process, because Cody Worsham has a great write-up, and it's titled Perfect Fit. LSU's championship rings tell a story for the ages. That's over at lsusports.net. All of the social media that you can find on LSU football has the article tagged, but it's a great write-up, and it gives great insight to what you, Louis Bourgeois, who's the head of equipment for you guys, and Greg Stringfellow, who was formerly of that position, now an assistant athletics director, went into the design process of this ring.
Yeah. As the process went on and we knew we were going to have 3 rings, it allowed us to be able to have some fun. You're not trying to cram everything onto one ring. There's a lot of history and a lot of tradition here. There's also, there's quite a few national championship rings. So you want to pay homage to those and make sure it looks like an LSU ring. But also, you want to make sure that the unique part of our program and our culture is highlighted on there, because it's not something that every school in the country wants to design this ring. Not every place in the country is going to design a ring like we got a chance to design.
So when did this start? Like, when did the design process start? 4 years ago? 3 years ago?
October of 2016. As soon as you walk in the door, you're like, okay, when we win a national championship, this is what we want to do. I mean, if you're not thinking
I
about,
find that a bit surprising, actually.
if you don't think about designing a championship ring every single day when you go to work, what are you going to work for?
I don't know. I mean, just outside looking in, that feels a little like cart before the horse. Like, I get having the eventual goal, no doubt, of wanting to win a championship. It's everything you work towards. But I don't know. I guess I would have just assumed that you wouldn't like allow yourself to go there until you got there.
Absolutely not. If you're not thinking every day about what you're going to do to win a championship, then you're not doing it. You got to do it. You got to go in there and say, I mean, there were people in this building that would have thought 4 years ago when I say I got to design a national championship ring for LSU, that would have been like, no way.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Sitting right here this morning.
Yeah. So, tell me some of the quirks about the ring. There's some cool things to it.
Yeah, I mean, there obviously, you know, with the ability to do things on the 3 different rings, we were able to do some different. As you can see, if you're watching on the stream there, with the 3 different rings, we were able to do a couple of different shapes. We were able to encompass. Now, obviously, the one on the far right, which is the college football playoff ring, that right there, we don't really get to fool around with the
That's
center.
The one that the NCAA gives you?
The college football playoff.
Oh, okay, yeah. They don't NCAA to control. But yeah, but that comes from outside the school.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And so there's a limited number of those that we get. That's the one that, you know, Greg went in there and asked about putting the purple stones on there, and so we're the first ones to do it like that with the purple around there, which looks good because with the gold football, you got the purple and the gold. The middle one, the national championship ring, obviously, we wanted to put the trophy on there. It was something that's significant with that. And we also wanted to do the oval with that. It was something where, I mean, do a little different. I mean, Coach O, come on. You know,
it's kind of got it's definitely got a Death Valley type aesthetic in terms of its shape language, right? I've been reading a lot of like concept art books, like Tangled, Frozen 2 randomly, and they're always talking about shape language, and the gold on the edges, the oval shape, it evokes that feeling of Tiger Stadium and how it kind of expands there.
And so it also, with the oval and with the things on the outside, it's always pushing your attention towards the center. And so we wanted to make sure that the LSU that stands up across the trophy was something that really stood out. And then the SEC championship one, why not put the helmet logo on there?
I mean, that's
an iconic, you know, that's an iconic brand that we have. So for us, that was something that we talked about. We wanted to put that one in there. That one's got the 16 stones around the outside for the 16 SEC championships. And so there's some little nooks and crannies as you go through and you look at it. That, you know, with reading Cody's story, it's got further explanation of why some of the design choices were made.
So, which one has hold that tiger?
The national championship.
And then,
that's what I'm excited to see is all the detail work around the side, because we've seen the faceplates, but we haven't gotten like a long, concerted look at the what y'all threw in over there.
So that's what you're gonna be doing during the break.
Well, I was actually gonna wait and do it live on air.
Oh, okay.
Do like a little live reveal, so that my instant reaction is legitimate.
So we're brought to you daily by All Star Toyota. Remember, All Star Toyota is online at All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge.com. You can find them there on the corner of Goodwood and Airline. Coming up, we'll talk to Christian Lacouture. Christian, for you guys, Derek, we talked to O yesterday. We talked to Mickey last week. We've talked to a lot of people around the program, and his name keeps coming up for having success on the recruiting trail. Can you give us a little insight on the young coach and what he's accomplishing inside the building?
I don't believe his best recruiting was done with a football player in the last couple of months. He got engaged last week.
Hey, speaking of rings.
Just saying.
Life is good.
Just saying.
For the former defensive tackle. But he's doing work
okay,
for you
but like
guys,
seriously,
right?
how's his football recruiting going?
He's really good. He's really good. We have what's called Power Hour, where the staff comes in and you get Coach O on the phone, and so that's one of those things that's challenging. It used to be where everybody would be in one room, and it would almost look like the floor of the stock exchange, where everybody's just
flying around.
Yeah, doing everything they can to compete to get somebody on the phone, and so now with the socially distancing rules and things of that sort, it's a little bit more of a challenge to get everybody kind of close together. But Lacouture's the guy who's always barreling in and handing Coach O a phone.
Good. We will talk to Christian at 8 a.m. this morning. We will unveil the championship rings here live on OTB next. Come back with us. Oh. Zoom in, Danny.
And 3 rings were forged in secret for the Tiger King.
kings in the ancient marshlands. Derek, I see that you appreciated that.
Beautiful hardware. Yes, he did.
Look,
he was a fan.
Jordy will tell you, like the first 2 years, I paid no attention to it, and then like
The Lord of the Rings?
no, to the whole bit. The
Purple
Friday
and Gold.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was talking about Lord of the Rings. Yes.
The Friday morning bit, and so I guess it was before this season. Jordy and I were someplace. We were talking with somebody, and they mentioned about how he liked it. I think he might have ended up like sponsoring it or something like that.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I gotta go back and listen. So I started listening to like old ones, and then as the season went on, like Saturday morning game day, like we would go do whatever, and I would listen to it on the podcast on Saturday mornings. And then as it got to the end of the season and like the whole reveal, like
you like that? It was you the entire time.
It was fun.
It was the binder underneath the tree. In a scenic setting, it was the binder retelling the story of how the Swamp King rose.
You had to love the character of Lady Viscona.
To the top of the cast iron throne.
Had to love that one.
Yeah. Okay, I have not
serve you up here.
I have not looked at these rings yet, though. I remain disciplined in the commercial break. Which one?
I did not.
Which one should I grab first?
My favorite is the SEC. I gotta be honest. I mean,
it's okay.
Like,
there's nothing wrong with that. Jordy, this is what I can tell you.
As far as the design process goes.
This is what I can tell you.
So, would you ever wear these?
The odds of that are not very good.
Okay. The devil's in the details here.
So you got the SEC.
I've got the SEC ring.
Right.
Danny, maybe, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this because these are my favorite parts of rings. Like, the front is what draws you in. That's beautiful, but I always love the detail work around the edges. We got one team, one heartbeat above the last name where there's also a little mini LSU helmet. That's beautiful. Also, shout out one team, one heartbeat. How about Nick Saban dropping a one team, one heartbeat? Did you hear that?
Imitation is the most sincere form of flattery.
That's good to see. And then mirrored on the other edge of the ring, you got a little Go Tigers, and that sits above what is a carving of the SEC trophy, along with the final score of the SEC championship, which is 37-10. That'll live so nice. Eat it, Kirby. And then obviously you just can't beat that tiger head on the front. I mean, I'm surprised y'all didn't go with Toonses, but I think y'all made the right choice.
Good Lord.
All right, so you gotta put that. Now, one other thing I'll mention on that is on the inside of that ring, which I know you can't see.
Look at
but on
that.
the inside of the ring is that's the scores of all of our conference games and the SEC championship.
Okay, so I am holding right here the national championship ring from the college football playoff.
That's the college football playoff championship.
So on the inside of this ring, T, I've got the SEC score, the Oklahoma score, so the first playoff, and then the national championship score. And so give me a little background here, Pedamsky. I see the purple LSU on the side, which is great. The SEC championship logo.
Yeah, on the side of that, you're going to have the conference championship recognition.
See one of those.
There'll be the recipient's last name, the perfect season record, which is, and we went 15-0. That's pretty cool. We want to make sure we put that on there. And then the national championship logo, national championship game logo.
So I was confused yesterday. So you only get this from
must be a listener.
You only get this from the college football playoff.
Big fan.
You only get this in the playoff if you win the championship, right? This is not just you won a semifinal ring. Oh, okay. I misunderstood that yesterday. Yeah, this one's just kind of classic. Nothing too particularly special. You can tell that this is more designed by them.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's some confinement that you have in the design with that. They have kind of a standards that they have there.
Yeah, exactly. No, it looks better than our old one that came from the BCS, which my buddy Josh Jurasik yesterday was saying basically just looks like a class ring. Now this next one.
This does not.
No, that does not. And that even has some echoes of the 07 ring, which had the two BCS trophies on it. And instead, this now has the first, what I lovingly refer to as the golden joint. It has the first golden joint trophy on it that Baton Rouge has earned.
You will not refer to it
No,
as that.
you will not. You will not. Clearly, let me be clear, this is my opinion. This is not the school's. But it's been my opinion since day one they revealed that trophy.
I love the accent of the gold and the silver side by side.
Sure.
The state of Louisiana is a great touch, and to me, my favorite part of this ring is the is Tiger Stadium on the side.
Yeah.
So Danny, if you want to zoom in here, I don't know where you're coming from.
We
right there.
We wanted to make sure that it's not just about the team. It's about the support that the team gets from the fans in the stands. So that on the side of that, when you see awesome. Tiger Stadium on the side of that, that's kind of the representation of the fan base that came out and supported us throughout the season, and we wanted to make sure of that.
Another hold that tiger across the side, and then on this side above Tiger Stadium, you see the one team, one heartbeat.
I love
the
that.
National Championship side on the side here.
I mean, Hold That Tiger's been core to the Coach O initiative, so for that to end up on a ring is very appropriate.
It was his call as a recruiting coordinator when he was first hired as a defensive line coach and as a recruiting coordinator. It was how off the bench really became. It was our first viral moment, Colada and the Prince.
That's right.
Our first viral moment that we ever experienced on morning radio was that. You want to come clean on this? Should we come clean on the whole thing? That it was.
Yeah, I mean, we
staged it.
Yeah.
So what we were going to do was
doing my job then.
We had
Ogeron
on every Tuesday morning when he was off of football.
Now one thing that actually was his when you called. That was what was on the phone.
Sure, that was.
But we got a
that was the
quarter
first
of
time.
That,
right.
Where when we called, it wasn't as though the phone just simply went to that. We took that, moved it around. Well, that's how his phone did answer.
Odds are he would have probably picked the phone up if it was in a ring. So we had to tell him. So the first Tuesday that Ogeron gets the LSU job, obviously Panamsky and I are just ecstatic about the fact that he's now on the staff and that he's going to be a part of representing LSU. And his first Tuesday that he's at work, we
talked to him that morning.
Yes.
And he was driving to the airport to get on a plane to go see Arden Key.
That's right.
Always be recruiting.
Yeah, and
Always.
so we had joked with him about, hey, we want to get you on the radio. He's like, I can't. I'm going to go. So Jordy and I were like, it'd be cool if we played the bit where we tried to call him at 7:30. He didn't answer the phone,
and it goes to his voicemail, and that's what he does. Hey, this is Ed Ogeron. I'm out recruiting the best college football players in the country. You want to go to LSU? Hold that tiger.
Yeah.
And then it became the moniker. And then when he was the head coach, and I guess that's you and him working together when you get the commitment, you put out the Hold That Tiger. Great job on the.
Hold on, though. There's one detail that we haven't mentioned yet. On the inside of the national championship ring, speaking of slogans, it's right there, etched in beautifully, the LSU standard of performance. What Coach O's always talking about. Listen, I can't remember because his coaching tree's so prolific. That was Bill Walsh that he got that from. LSU standard performance. Hold That Tiger. One team, one heartbeat. It's all there.
Crazy. You two have put my ring on before I have.
Yeah, no, and it wasn't coming off a middle finger for a second. I was going to have to keep it.
Where do we pick ours up?
How
many did y'all make? How many?
That would be a great question. I don't know the exact answer to that. I will say this though, is specific to the LSU standard of performance. There was some initial talk about putting it on the outside of the ring, but we decided that we wanted that on the inside of the ring, just because the standard of performance is an internal thing that we, as the program, we set what the standards are, and we wanted to make sure that we kept that inside the ring as something to kind of remind everybody that when they look at it internally that we're the ones that set the standard.
The head coach was here yesterday. He was talking about the ring ceremony, and it's always been about celebrating 19, but turning the page to 20. You're inside that building every day. Do you feel that?
Yeah, I mean, there was some really good kind of nostalgia. See Justin and Clyde, Lloyd, Stephon Sullivan, guys that Adrian McGee, guys that came back, and we were able to see them for a little bit. It was really nice to do that. But there's no question that when the front row of a team meeting is usually all of your seniors, and a lot of those guys weren't able to come back because of COVID, travel and things of that sort, and then to look in the back of the room and see Eric Gilbert, Elias Ricks, Marcus Dumerville, and see how intent they were watching this. Yeah, there's no question that we're going to prepare regardless of what's coming our way. That's just Coach O's way. And so there was a little bit of a I guess you'd say some closure to some things. And then so what we did was yesterday we FedExed all the guys that were on last year's team and the coaching staff that were on last year's team that weren't here. We FedExed all those guys their rings. So they should be all getting that this morning.
Have we confirmed the package has landed in Cincinnati?
It was the first one.
Please. And real quick, before we get out of here, can we clear something up? Is it Eric or Arik?
Arik.
It is Arik. everybody in your building talks about him as far as he's
Good reason.
going to be a game changer. You have covered recruiting, and now you've been in LSU and seen a lot of these freaks walk through the building as freshmen. He's got to be he feels like a Stingley, Fournette type generational talent, right?
Yeah, I mean he's ball every day. Carter Sheridan, who's one of our analysts, who was on the Saints staff and knows a lot about what the Saints did with Jimmy Graham. We got a lot of different people that have been around a lot of successful things, and Carter's like, wow, like he was with the Saints when Jimmy Graham was at his pinnacle.
Sure.
And he's like, wow, he's like this kid's got it.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be really fun for us when we finally get a chance to see these guys go out there and do that, because I know Eric was not able to go through spring, so that it would have been some opportunities there that he wouldn't have been able to participate, but as luck would have it, nobody really participated.
For sure. Somebody that has seen the operation of big time college football up close like you do every day, can you give us an idea what the analysts mean to the coaching staff?
Oh,
what the amount of pressure, but the amount of the workload that they take off of them?
Well, and it's all a collaborative process. So when you've got the amount and the volume of information that we're able to bring into those meetings, and you have guys that are organized, like Steve's incredibly organized, and Bo's incredibly organized, and then Coach Mack on special teams incredibly organized. When they're able to bring those reports in, understand what they're reading, because sometimes if you just come in with statistics, it can all of a sudden just get overwhelmed, really crazy with that. But if you're able to understand that and make sure that you got everything kind of measured out, there's no doubt it saves working a lot, saves a lot of time.
Yeah.
Because when we do have access to the team, we need to be as prepared as possible, because you don't have unlimited time with those guys.
It just seems like every week when he stops by, he mentioned Callaway yesterday. He mentioned the Mini Pete Jenkins defensive.
Oh, Manny Michaud.
Michaud a couple of weeks back.
Manny's a stud.
Christian.
Manny and Tommy Moffitt were college roommates.
Wow.
Yeah.
Carter Sheridan is another one.
Carter's phenomenal. Tyler Tettleton's been great. And guys that have been around for a couple. Mark Hudson. Coyle was a defensive coordinator in the National Football League. Hudson was, offensive line coach in the National Football League. These guys they're able to come in and help us out and do a lot of great things.
Shout out to Greg Stringfellow,
Me and Jordy get
Louis Bourgeois, and Panamsky for the design of the rings. They're beautiful.
I break down film.
Yeah, we can do some.
You break down films.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it'll be the movie.
I've already applied for my position. People in-house know what I want. Everybody knows the position I want, all right?
Kingmaker has a role to play. There is a very clear role for him.
And it fits me perfectly. Panamsky, it's great to see you.
Great to see you guys.
Congratulations, man. Can we do this a year from today? The 2021 championship rings?
Have you already started designing the next one?
Yes, we have.
Yeah, there you go. Hell yeah, dude.
We spent the last 3 months while these things were sitting in a box talking about what the next one should look like.
I think this is something that a lot of people out there would agree with. You know what's better than one golden joint? 2 golden joints. Let's go.
Christian Lagatcher, 8 a.m. Come back. We'll close at hour 1.
Hey guys, it's Antiques and Replicas here, and today we're going to be looking at my championship ring collection. As you can see here, I've got quite a large box, and I've got 30 rings here in the box I'm going to show you, and I've got a few extras I'm going to show you. But the first thing I want to talk about is the actual box that I have the rings in. I didn't buy the box, I actually had to build it. I didn't have to put it together, like put the glass and wood together, but I had to cut the foam. The foam was actually free, I got it at work, but when I got it, I had to make all the calculations, make sure that the spacing would be correct, that I could fit all 30 rings in. And as you can see, you have to count for the edging, because when you put this, when you put the top over it, you want to be able to see the outside rings. So you have to account for that as well, so you can actually see them when the top is on. Anyway, so I guess we'll just do a quick preview of each ring. We'll just go by each ring, and after this I'll take each ring out individually and tell you something about each ring. So to start off, this is the New York Yankees 2000 ring. There we go. The next ring is 1977 New York Yankees. They're one of the nicer rings that I have. 1956 New York Yankees as well. Whippy Dunlops. Toronto Maple Leafs, 1967. Chicago Bears, 1985. I actually have 3 of these rings. When I take all these rings out individually, I will go into further detail about why I have 3 of them. But again, one of the nicer rings in my collection. St. Louis Cardinals, 2006. St. Louis Cardinals, 2004. St. Louis Cardinals, 1964. Adirondack Red Wings, 1986. Calgary Flames, 1989. Florida State Seminoles, 1992. Again, St. Louis Cardinals, 1967. These 2 rings are up there amongst my favorites. The one on the left here is the St. Louis Cardinals 1982 World Champion ring, and the one on the right is the National League Champions for St. Louis 1985. Both stunning rings. I got these 2 at a pretty good price as well, so I'm really happy with these ones. Olympic basketball, USA 2012, the London Olympic ring. I think this one is LeBron James. This is a nice ring. It's pretty big, but you know, I'm not gonna be wearing this one because it's so heavy, right? But this is a nice ring. Team Canada 2004 World Cup of Hockey. One of my 3 Chicago Bears championship rings from 1985. This one's a different manufacturer, but I'll get into why I have 3 later on. Toronto Blue Jays 1992 and 1993 as well. Detroit Tigers 1984. Philadelphia Flyers 1975. Montreal Canadiens 1973. Philadelphia 76ers 1967. Boston Red Sox 2004. LA Dodgers 1988. Minnesota Twins 1987. Edmonton Oilers 1990. New York Rangers 1994. I actually have 2 of these rings, and like the Chicago Bears rings, I'll be getting into why I have multiples of these same rings, but I'll get into that in a minute. And finally in the box, I have 1950 New York Yankees World Champions. So those are each of the 30 rings in the display case I have. I got these 4 other ones loose right here. I'm going to go into these ones. First off is, I'm going to talk about why I have 3 Chicago Bears rings. So the story goes as that, actually let me just pull these out. This one here. So the story is that when I ordered one of these rings, and what happened was, this is the one I received. And it's a good ring and all, but there was an issue with the sizing, I believe, and there was also, I'll show you here if I can get the focus. So basically what happened was, this is the ring that I received, and again there was an issue with the sizing, I believe, and another issue is on the side of the ring it says Super Bowl rather than Super Bowl, so I'm not too sure what a Super Bowl is. You know, for you know, many of the imperfections that the ring had, they agreed to send me another one. And, you know, when they sent it, they said, do you have any special requests for the ring before we send it out? And I said, you know, I don't really like the black paint on the sides, so is it possible that, you know, you could maybe remove that paint so I could have it, you know, with the sides that just are, you know, the gold color. I don't want the black paint. They're like, you know what, okay, that's fine. We'll send you that, as well with the Super Bowl corrected to be Super Bowl. So I waited a while, and then I received the ring, and I got this ring. And you know, it is a nice ring. I love how they got rid of that black paint. But a huge issue with the ring was the metal was deteriorating after I wore it, because I like this ring so much. And as you can see, like the metal, the color is just, you know, it's wearing off. And after wearing the ring for a while, you'll tend to notice that you'll get a blue color on your fingers, and this isn't from, you know, loss of circulation. This is from the toxins in the metal. So I stopped wearing the ring because it didn't look as good as it used to, and was harming my skin. So I decided to get one, and also this one didn't really fit as good as I would like it to. So I thought I would, you know, look for a different manufacturer and a better size for me. So then I ordered this one right here, and it does fit better. You know, I'm not gonna put it on, but it does fit better. But you know, the ring itself isn't that good quality. It doesn't have the same quality as this one does in terms of the actual aesthetics of the ring. Maybe the metal itself is a better metal, but you know, it feels the same. So you know, it looks the same, to be the same metal, so I'm not sure how, you know, if the metal isn't harmful in any way, but I think the quality is not near as good on this one, so I tend not to wear it. And yeah, so that's why I have 3 of these Chicago Bears rings. Another ring that I have 2 of is the New York Yankees. The right is the one that I have in my display case, and the one on the left is the one that I had. It was one of the first rings that I ever had, actually, that I had purchased. And the one on the left here, there was many issues with it. One, it is so heavy. That's not the main issue, but this is the first thing you notice when you receive these rings. This ring is one hefty ring. But as you can see, I don't really like the black paint, and it is present on this ring. I didn't like that, and you know, because it just feels like it takes away from the actual authenticity of the ring. It doesn't, you know, it takes away from that. So again, the metal itself, as you can see, it's getting kind of, I'm not sure how well it shows up on the camera, but the metal is starting to change color. It used to look like you know, a nice gold like this one did. Not as nice, not as emphasized, but on this one it's turning into like a silver kind of look. You can really see it in person. And this one also would turn your skin blue, and it's not good for your skin. It's quite harmful, actually. So I decided, I went on the internet and I saw, you know, I typed in 1977 New York Yankees rings, and then I saw a picture of this one, and I saw the striations going from left to right, the lines, and I said, you know, that looks real nice. I'd rather have it that way, and the color looks phenomenal. So I ended up picking up this ring, and I was so impressed by it that I actually went back to the dealer and filled up my shopping cart with more rings from this manufacturer, just different types of rings. And if you look at my box, many of those rings are from that manufacturer. So when I take out each ring individually, I'll be getting into that. But anyways, that's why I have 2 New York Yankees 1977 rings. You know, this was one of the first rings that I did get, so I doubt I could part with the old one that I have, but you know, I am very glad that I got the newer, improved variation of this ring, because it is a very beautiful ring. And I got 2 more rings here that I have loose that I would like to show you. Let's see, 1994 New York Rangers. Now, if you notice, I have this one in the box as well. And the one on the right is the original one that I had. I bought it with the 1977 New York Yankees when I first bought my first few rings. So this is one of the original ones I had, but I thought I would upgrade because I saw that the metal, it was deteriorating. You can kind of see a little copper finish on the Stanley Cup over here, and you'd get wear as you wore it. Let me scroll on this finger so you can see it. You know, when if you put on your middle finger, your index finger would rub against it, and that would wear off the metal. So I thought I would upgrade. So I ordered this one, But to be honest with you, I'm not too happy with the one on the left. I thought that would be a great upgrade. When I ordered it, the pictures were completely different. Like the New York Rangers, it had color just like this one. You know, the coloring is pretty good on the actual metal for the new one, but when you look at the front, it just seems kind of cheap. You know, like the one on the right, if you look real closely, it's kind of rounded off. Each corner is proportionate to the other. It's just well made. The only complaint I have is the metal. But when I bought this new one, the kind of has pointed corners, and you know, it just doesn't. I mean, it shows up pretty good on camera, I guess, but in person, it's just not the same as the first one that I bought. So this one stays in the box, and this one, I guess maybe I'll sell it. I'm not too sure, but anyways, I actually wore the real ring, you know, in real life as well, and that's what inspired me to actually get a replica, as this was one of my first ones. But yeah, this one is pretty close to the real one, except for the real one, it has immaculate attention to detail. The quality on the real deal, there's nothing that can compare to it. But this is still a nice ring, and I'm really glad I got this one. And as for the final ring that I have loose, is this 1992 Toronto Blue Jays ring. So as you probably noticed, I have another one of these in the display box. And the reason why I have two is not because I didn't like the quality of this one, is because this one is for sale. So, you know, as you can tell, they are a tad bit different, but I just prefer the one on the left, and this was my original one. I got it at the same time as the Rangers and Yankees rings. This is one of the original ones. Yeah, I only have two because I'm going to be selling the one on the right to a friend. So that's the only reason why I have two of these ones. Anyway, so now that I've showed you some of the extra rings that I have, I'm going to be taking one ring at a time, and I'll be going into the quality and the actual team. And any information you want to know about the rings, so we'll go through each one individually. Let me just grab the first one, which is New York Yankees 2000. Alright, so this is the New York Yankees 2000 ring. This was one of the later rings that I got. It was from one of my more recent purchases, but as you can see, Derek Jeter, Yankees, World Champions 2000, and you got the Yankees logo on the front with a blue diamond in the background, and you know, this is a decent ring. It's not the highest quality ring I have, but it's definitely not the worst quality ring that I have. About this ring, it's just, you know, a really nice ring, and I'm happy to add this one to my collection. Next ring, I've already talked about, but I guess I can go through it over again. This is New York Yankees 1977 ring, Thurman Munson, 21st World Championship. New York Yankees, this is their 21st. Yankees World Champions. So like I said, well, not this one, but this one here was one of the few rings that I purchased originally, and I really like the design. I like the team, New York Yankees. But yeah, you know, after the quality was degrading on this ring here, I decided I would upgrade, and I got this one. So you know, at the end, I'll have a spectrum where we have the best rings and the worst rings in terms of quality. So this one will probably end up in one of the best quality rings that I have. But this manufacturer does a tremendous job in terms of quality for their rings. So yeah, this is definitely one of the rings I'm really proud to have in my collection. The next ring is the 1956 New York Yankees rings. This ring, again, a more recent pickup, but the quality is not the best for sure. I don't know if you can even read the bottom part. It's barely legible. I'm supposed to say World Champions New York Yankees on the top, but not much to say about this ring. Anyways, that's the 1956 New York Yankees ring. The next ring is Whitby Dunlop's. Now, I don't know too much about this ring, except for the quality is very nice. And you know, if you look at the ring here, it's supposed to be commemorating the 1956. You know, when I saw this one on the list, I was gonna buy a whole bunch, and I saw it, but I'm like, you know what? This is a nice ring. I might as well add it to my collection. Not one of the best, but not one of the worst. It was 1962, 63, 64, and 67. It says there. One of the parts of the ring that I can tell you isn't completely, want to say Toronto. Instead, they've got a bar or something here, so that's weird, but decent replica. The next ring, here we have Peyton on the side here, and the manufacturing quality of the ring is pretty nice. As you can see, if you look at it this way, it looks like a championship ring, but the black paint, it is kind of irritating and spoorable. It kind of takes away. All in all, it's a very nice display piece, especially if you 7 New York Yankees are part of that the really nice manufacturer who makes these rings, with the striations that go from left to right. It makes the ring look very nice. Very nice looking, I must say. But yeah, 2006 St. Louis Cardinals. Another St. Louis Cardinals ring here we have up next is the 2004 St. Louis Cardinals ring. I'm really fond of the design on this ring, but the finish on the metal is very different compared to the other ones that I have. Let's just bring this one back. As you can see, the one on the right, it has a very gold looking finish, but the one on the left, but put this one aside. But yeah, you have the cardinal in the front. It's very raised, like it's not just a small, but all in all, a very, very impressive ring. So yeah, 2004 St. Louis Cardinals. Again, one of the nicer rings that I have is this 1964 St. Louis Cardinals, and you're probably thinking, oh, you've got so many St. Louis Cardinals rings. I'm not that big of a fan of them, to be honest. It wasn't all that expensive, but Atlantic Coast Conference, 1953. I guess conference. Yeah, the Atlantic is, it has the black background in the middle. So I just love this ring so much. St. Louis Cardinals, 1982. You got the stadium there. Just a beautiful ring. Anyways, 1982 St. Louis Cardinals. I think this is the last St. Louis Cardinals ring I have. This one is the National League Champions ring. So not quite the World Champions, but still impressive nonetheless. Again, like the 1982, this is one of the nicest rings I have in my collection, so I'm really happy to have that one in there too. It doesn't have the black background, so I do like that, but tradition. The quality on this one isn't the best. As you can see, there is some in my collection that are different. Then I'll probably replace this one with those, because I've already got 2